I know it's really early, Megalodon, but could you swim down into the depths of the ocean and find me the submarine paragon? Welcome to today's video, where we're going to be getting all pops with the Megalodon. I've been trying to do this with only the fish path, but rounds 8 and 9, round 8 is extremely difficult, round 9 is proven to be impossible for me, so we're going to be pairing this with the middle path as well, so that we're able to actually, do something here. So we'll pop this down here, we'll purchase the piranha and the Microraptor, we'll put you there, and then put the little dinosaur there, and then let's get cracking. Also, we're only doing this with the support of a Submerge Support, so that we'll be able to decamify camo balloons. Time for a very snappy time with both of our friends here. Barracuda is here. Now our next objective is to get to the Adosaurus. I almost forgot how to speak there properly. Or if not, yeah, not speak at all. Anyways, we now have the Adosaurus and am fully able to speak again. Hopefully, we'll muck up another pronunciation somewhere along the lines. It will not be a Fair Balloons video without some mispronunciation or something or misspeaking along the lines. Next up, we're going to be going towards our Submerge Support, which we should have on round 23. Mom, can we go buy Jaws? I've heard it's a really good movie. No, we have Jaws at home. Jaws at home. Doing Megalodon all pops on Balloons Tower Defense 6. Anyways, our Submerge Support is now under the seas and fully operational. Now that both of our little creatures here can pop camo balloons because they're decamified. Round 25 is here. Oh, sorry, some error, some correction there. Decamify balloons so that our two monsters can pop balloons otherwise. Oh my goodness sakes. We're going to put down another beast handler so that we can increase the power of the Barracuda here. And then after this, we're going to be deploying down a dinosaur. But on this round, we're going to do it on round 30 so that this little guy does not get any pops whatsoever. Because who knows where they're going to spawn when they enter the map initially. So we have the Adosaurus now at max power of 6. And we're also aiming in this video to get a max power Megalodon by the time we get to the end of the game, because we managed to get a max powered Gigantosaurus in a previous video that I did, where we got all the pops with the Gigantosaurus Rex, but also we only pursued the dinosaur path of the beast handler, but I don't think the other two paths are possible with just their creatures, so we can't pursue shark path only and we can't pursue bird path only. We need another means of popping so that we're able to get through the rounds. We now have the Great White in the sea. Now this thing takes a little bit slower than Barracuda, but it's very powerful. And a max powered one will be able to sink Moabs into the sea. Won't be able to get to that point because we need another, well, at least another 6, at least like 7k in order to get to that point. But we aren't there, unfortunately. So we were able to get 2 Great Whites merged into 1 Great White, Greater White, then Greatest White. I don't know how else to call them. The Greatest White Shark. Not only can it damage Moabs, it can also plunge them into the depths. Doing good work here. Regrows are now done and dusted. Let's merge that. And yeah, can't sink it. It's not max power yet, but we will be at max power at some point. We just needed a few more thousands for round 40, but alas. You could say, well, you shouldn't have bought Submerge Support then, but we need that for decamifying camo balloons so that our beasts can pop the otherwise balloons we wouldn't be able to pop. Here we go, rainbow ones, initially not able to be popped, now can be popped. We now have a max powered Great White. Now our next objective is to get the mighty orca and its huge mouth. Bit of a controversial subject, but Balloons Tower Defense 6 is made with the Unity engine, so I wonder what's going to happen with Balloons Tower Defense 6 because of the recent things that have been going on with Unity, along with every download that is going to be put into place will cost developers money. Such a scummy thing that Unity has done with their recent changes so that they can make more money. It is honestly scummy to the deepest levels of scummy, rivaling EA scummy levels and Blizzard Activision scummy levels of monetization, money monopolization, all that crap. It's honestly only there for the richest of the richest rather than the actual consumers of the product themselves. Like, it is such a scummy thing that Unity is doing. And when 2024 comes around, I'm not too sure what's going to happen with Bloons Tower Defense 6 when it comes to this sort of stuff. Like, will Ninja Kiwi be able to make any money because of, well, the games themselves, every download? Will that also include every transaction, like microtransaction as well? Like, that would be another level of scummy behavior. Right, let's try and time this very carefully so that this beast handler does not get... No. Come on. Thank you. Do not get any pops. That was too much of a hurry for me to try and get on board. I thought I'd slow down the game, bro. Bloody Unity. You're not a Unity. You're a D-Unity. Unity engine. Mainly the company, not the actual engine itself. Right, now we're going to be upgrading our offensive orca with more orcas to power it. I don't know how the beast handler synergy works here. All I'll do is click buttons and stuff happens. Right, round 60 with our first BFB on board. Will this be able to sink it? And the answer is yes. Down you go, BFB. Now, whether the orca is kind of chomping, it damages balloons. So it's not just the balloon in which the orca is breathing into the depths that it's damaging. It also creates a splash radius around its chomps to where it can damage balloons. But here's another thing as well. The beast handler doesn't have any dedicated monkey knowledge points dedicated to any beast handler, so it mainly just relies on support related or any global related monkey knowledge points to try and buff them a little bit. But then again, there's nothing for a beast handler when it comes to a monkey knowledge tree as of yet. It would utterly suck if Ninja Kiwi could not update the game anymore because of the changes to the Unity engine and just using the engine itself. Like, it would be one of the most heart-wrenching things ever to wake up in 2024 and realize that there will be no more updates to Bloons Tower Defense 6 because of the Unity engine and the changes made by the company. Like, that would just be an absolute horrible thing to see and witness. I don't know. Money only ever benefits the greed of people who just wants more and more money for the sake of having more and more money. It never ever benefits the consumer of the goods. Only the people who publish or monetizes the good itself. Like, for those who uses the good, they will only ever be punished because of corporate greed. And that is probably where Unity is going with their ex-EA executive, now executive of Unity. Like, it is absolutely foul. Almost as toxic as the acid or the glue that the balloon solver gives out. But at least the balloon solver doesn't cause corporate greed to be a thing in the first place. That kind of toxic I can respect because it's not toxic to our minds, only toxic to our bodies. Round 74 is here, and now we have 3 supporting orcas in place, which means we can now upgrade our attacking orca into the Megalodon. Jaw fans, be rejoiceful for what we are about to summon in the next coming minutes. Round 75, bring that down, bring those down as well. Lovely. Round 76 Excellent. All those ceramics stood no chance. And they didn't even have any chance, sorry, of being able to regrow as well. There's just so much damage and pierce involved. It's another thing, but less controversial. Do you think the sharks could be benefited with Admiral Brickle? I think in theory it could work, but then again, Admiral Brickle is more military than just every single thing that involves during the sea. So that is a question of itself. Can sharks be benefited by a hero that is very oriented with the seas themselves? Round 79 is here, and we have ourselves the first entry of fortified BFBs, which are, well, tougher than regular ones, but they can still be sunk just like that. So we have 39k left, 29k left until we can get the Megalodon. But this thing will now be able to sink ZMGs thanks to the fact it's a max-powered orca. And it goes down like that. Most of the time, you have to really trickle down its health. But with orcas, at this stage of the game, it can instantly wipe them. Round 81, keep on nibbling away at all of them. Yeah, sometimes the splash damage can be a little bit of an issue, but later on during the rounds, that splash damage is really beneficial. But when there's like a lot of single balloons involved, the splash can be kind of annoying, as with the balloon itself that it brings down into the seas, it's an insta wipe, but with the other bits of damage that it does, it's not an insta wipe, and it can make it so that it has a harder time being able to deal with lots of smaller mount class balloons than a single big class balloon, because it can insta kill balloons. Let's see, fortified super ceramics and regrow super ceramics and regular super ceramics, all that jazz. But still, the splash damage here is actually really nice because of the fact there's lots of ceramics. There are multiple balloons, and our dinosaur here is doing his little bit, their little bit. Something along those lines. Round 84, and we are doing very well here, no struggles whatsoever, and we're keeping our orca in place here so they can constantly chomp along here and along the top path here, so that the splash damage is always being inflicted towards other balloons, rather than, let's say, put him down somewhere else where the splash damage is just a little bit more selective rather than it being very broad out. So let's see, round 85. There's going to be absolutely no issues whatsoever. 5k away from the Megalodon. 3.5k away from the Megalodon. As I said earlier, Jaws fans will be very happy when they see the sight of this mighty shark. Not good to be one of the victims, though, from the Jaws movies, but you know, this isn't about the movie. This is about Balloons Tower Defense 6. But the beauty of life is that we can compare things rather than just always saying this is like a copy of this, copy and paste sort of stuff. Ah, dearie me, the joys of life, but also as well the pains of life. When people take things too far out of character, it then becomes a non-topical discussion from the original conversation. Anyways, we've got ourselves our Megalodon. It's just instantly scooping in those COMGs is brilliant. So our next plan of attack is to merge a bunch of great whites into the Megalodon. And then we'll have ourselves the max powered one. We're not going up to Orca because it's just a little bit too expensive to get to that point. And it's cheaper to get several great whites as opposed to a few more orcas because of their price itself. Round 91 is able to handle these super fortified ceramics just fine here. Round 91 is being dealt with, and there we go. Just do that. I don't want a single prop at all. Like, I could do this more safely by clicking off auto starter here and just doing that, but we're playing a more risky game. None of these have got a single pop. If I see anything that is above 0, we are completely restarting the game, which I don't want to do. Thank you very much. Round 93. Actually, we will turn auto start off because some of these rounds have faster balloons, just like these DDTs have. do something along those lines. You get me? Thank you. Round 90 so and so. Round 94. Lovely. Come on down to the jaws of death. Literally, the jaws of death. And with the Gigantosaurus, it was also the jaws of death. But also the feet of stun. Stunning? Very stunning indeed. Right, let's put down another great white. And how far are we now? We just need one more. Oh yeah, boy. Right, we'll put that into place. And now we have... Oh. We need another one. I miscalculated. We need another one. And another one. And another one. No, you can stop at just another one from this point onwards. Thank you. And these DDTs are being absolutely gobbled up, and all the splash damage being brilliant at this point of the game. Thank you very much. Now we have ourselves the completely buffed Megalodon. Okay, and auto start will remain on permanently. And airburst start just for some more safety when it comes to decamification of the fortified DETs and all that jazz. And the ones that spawn from... Wait a minute, there won't be ones that spawn from the bad. I just realised this. This thing can instantly kill a bad at this stage of the game. Round 97, fortified ZOMGs. Let's see how well we do against these. It's not even a competition anymore. Okay, it could struggle a little bit during this round, but I don't think it's going to struggle that much. There we go. This great shark going to work. This primordial, huge, great abomination of the seas going right at work here. And it's... Excuse me? What are you doing, man? You're supposed to be popping them all, thank you, not leaking them. Alright, let's just slightly change your position here. So, let's see if we can just start popping balloons slightly earlier, thank you very much. This seems to be going well so far, but you may never know, you may never know. There's some more potential leaks here, but... Ceramics! Why are you being so sneaky? Also, why are you attacking so slowly? This is a bad, bad, bad shark, if I do say so myself. Right. Yeah. This huge number of them is really annoying for some reason. Put you in the middle there somewheres, hopefully. Yeah, you're nabbing them. Lovely. Okay, that was brilliant, actually. It kind of got to a leaking ceramics, so we're about to go to the bottom there, which is good. Right. Once it's cleared this, we have ourselves a very, very safe run. Now watch the absolute annihilation of round 100. Just like that. All pops with the Megalodon. Towers placed 11. Moabs popped 1620. Pop count? One away from 329k, but I think that was a good run. Like, round 98 is probably the only difficult round in that entire run, just because of the sheer number of them. It's not that it can't pop them, but it's just the sheer number of them. Sometimes it's unable to get its jaw so that it's able to do a lot of splash damage so that it can pop those super fortified ceramics. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you'd like to see me do next on the chopping board, the drawing board, however you want to call it. Drawing board, I think we're going to go with here. Thank you all so much for watching, and be sure to use my creator support code whenever you are shopping in the Balloons Tower Defense 6 shop, or even the Balloons Tower Battles too. I'm not too sure if it works there as well, but stuff with the Unity engine going up at the moment absolutely sucks, and I wish for the company Unity to reverse their monetary greed actions. Thank you so much for watching, and take care of yourselves, everyone.